And then I played Banger of the Decade. Mindseye. Because I got it.
Oh, man.
After
you got a better deal than I did.
Yeah, I got it for like $5, and I was like, can't pass up a sealed copy of Mindseye for $5. Where do I start with Mindseye? Should we open it up to Q&A from you guys? Or?
Let me ask this question.
Okay. Yeah, ask what you want.
It's been patched, I assume, since it launched.
Well, I definitely played a patched version of this game.
So you probably didn't experience like the worst of the worst that the game has, but
I will tell you,
patched is it?
Did not experiencing anything that I would call game breaking.
So nothing like no crashes to the hard drive.
No, I never had a crash. I never had anything where like the game would break or anything like that. That being said, the game I guess this is a feature.
Okay.
The game's driving and like car mechanics and how else would you say it? Like physics, I guess, is a good word, and also like durability. Is straight up fucking bonkers. Like it's these cars in this game, and to be clear, I don't know if I knew exactly what the game was before I started playing. I mean, because you saw the silly stuff, but what is the game, right? The game involves a lot of driving. Like a lot.
Like too much. Okay,
too much driving because you have to you're constantly, and I'll get into this when I talk about the story, but you're constantly going from like point A to point B to point C, doing this and drive your car. And you get then you get to get back in this car. But at a certain point in the game, like martial law, I should mention too, this game takes place in what you could call like an open world. Okay. Because it's just like a city with cars and you could drive around.
Is it a fictional town?
Oh yeah, it's based off of a weird version of like Vegas, but it's a lot smaller, obviously. But you're driving so goddamn much, and eventually at one point, like martial law is declared in the city. So there's all these things out there like trying to like shoot yourself. Your cars, you'll have to drive 5 fucking miles, like which in any game is a distance. Like even in GTA is a distance. Yeah. But your car will fucking blow up in the middle of it because it gets shot and you run into stuff all the time. So you have to
get out of it?
You can, and then you can like run on foot and try to find another car. But it's fucking crazy because all I want to do is go to the next place. No, I got to drive through all these barricades and risk getting blown up and all this shit. And then what's even crazier about it is earlier in the game when things are normal and you're kind of like working at your job at this robot factory, which I'll get to. But it gives you an option. It's like, oh, you just want to go to the next place? Just hold triangle or square or whatever the fuck it was. And it just, it skips you to like
so they know
a mile out. So they know.
So it's like Mafia, the old country. They know you don't want to drive these old cars.
But that option is taken away from you later. It disappears.
Oh, really?
Maybe it doesn't for everybody, but it did for me. So I had to drive everywhere I wanted to go.
Oh, man.
Okay, fine. I get it. But again, cars blow up all the time. Here's another fun thing about the cars. They lose all physics when they crash into other cars, including you're driving full speed because why wouldn't you drive full speed? You hit a barricade, your car might flip 6-7 times. It's fucking crazy. And like and I'm not talking like, oh, it rolls over. No, it fucking launches and it flips end over end, slams into this wall. You could flip. It also includes the mechanic like in Halo or something where like, oh, your car's on its side, just push square and it'll fucking flip itself.
Oh, that's
but with no story explanation for how that's possible. It just doesn't because they knew it was going to happen and they had to give you an option to. You didn't have to get out of the car. Thank God. That's something. So that was the main, I would say, like technical issue I had with the game. Okay, something like that. But let's go through the rest of it. This is going to be a spoiler heavy review of Mindseye.
Awesome.
First off, I did not know this until halfway through the game because it's difficult to tell. The guy who plays the main guy, Jacob Diaz, do you know who that is?
No.
It's the guy from Mafia 3, Lincoln.
Oh, really?
That blew my fucking mind because they don't look alike at all.
At all.
No. Yeah. And so that was like a whoa kind of a thing, but okay. So it's kind of funny once you realize it because you can kind of hear it. That was kind of strange. So basically, It opens with like you're in the military, of course, and you're going to, and this is going to sound strange from the start, but trust me, it gets fucking weirder. You enter some kind of ancient fucking tomb or a pyramid or whatever, and there's this whole argument throughout the fucking game constantly is like, is it a pyramid or a ziggurat? That conversation has had no less than 5 times by multiple people. Like they're like, no, it's a ziggurat. No, I was in this pyramid. No, it's a ziggurat, and you're like, nobody fucking cares, dude. So like you're going out there and you have this thing in your neck, the Mindseye, which controls like this like drone thing. And it's meant to like link you together so it can like read your thoughts or whatever. You get too close to this ziggurat and it fucking goes nuts and it kills like everybody in your squad and then you pass out.
Jesus.
And that's how it works. So then like you wake up and you arrive at your buddy's house. I forget his name, Sal, something like that, whatever. And he's like, I got you a job at the robots factory because the guy is like the plant manager or whatever. Because think of this guy as like an Elon Musk type guy or whatever, because he builds robots and he builds spaceships and all this shit.
Okay.
And so he gets a job at the robots factory. You're hired immediately. You walk in, you're fucking like head of security at this place. It's crazy because the thing about it is you can't remember anything because the thing has fucked your brain up so damn much.
Yeah.
And then you get there and you're meeting people. You meet the hard ass security chief woman. You meet the robot expert guy who sees your thing and he's like fascinated. Spoilers for later. It turns out they knew you had the Mindseye and that's why you were hired because they wanted access to it because they wanted to know all about it.
That doesn't surprise me.
No. So like, I should probably say this part now. This game, the plot of the game entirely is, I don't know. Because there are multiple plot lines that run at all times that never get resolved. They will have strange one-off conversations that you think are leading to something else, which are never addressed again.
And it's not in a way where it's like trying to set up a sequel? Okay.
No, maybe, but no. Because there is one part. There are multiple. Let me see what I can remember.
Okay.
You meet the mayor of this town, and she's like MAGA, and she's like weird, and they use the robots from the factory to act as like cops in the town, but all the robots are starting to go crazy.
Okay.
It's weird. Spoiler alert, it's because you have the thing in your neck and it causes robots around you to go crazy. Because jumping ahead again, the ziggurat is fucking aliens from another fucking dimension.
Oh my god.
Like it is crazy because like it just you never quite know where it's going and then it just keeps one step further.
Oh my god.
The dude who made the robots had a partner. The partner went nuts and he became like a germaphobe and he went underground. Nobody knows where he is. Don't worry, I find him in like a fucking day. He's in a secret bunker just outside the fucking town.
Damn.
He just lives in the town. There's nothing else in the town except the robot factory, this dude's bunker, and a basically empty weird Vegas where there's no gambling, but this lady's the mayor of it. But it turns out she's manipulating the robots to help police the people. And you go do a mission there like halfway through the game, and then she gets shot. Don't worry, that's never mentioned again.
She's dead.
No, they specifically say she's not dead, but she never comes back ever.
Awesome.
It's nonsensical. You're
selling me on this game.
I know. So. Hang on. So you help the weird dude place these beacons around the town so that he can make a fucking dimensional portal open over like a fucking casino. But nothing happens immediately. It just nothing happens. It just whatever. You keep playing through the game. You go, you do the next thing. You do the next thing. This guy's also making some kind of sex robot in his thing. At one point, you're like, is he going to fuck the robot? Probably he's going to fuck the robot. Oh, Jesus. But then you get to a mission where you're inside the bunker and the robots go crazy. And another robot uses the sex robot to try to like break open the thing. And the sex robot dies. Never mentioned again.
Oh, my God.
I don't even know what because they make it sound like at one point earlier when you're investigating his office at the robot place where he disappeared, you find evidence that like, oh, he's working on some kind of weird special humanoid robot. So you think like maybe they're trying to upload people into robots. They heavily imply this.
Pulling a binary domain.
Yeah, they heavily imply that they're trying to upload people into robots. That plot disappears halfway through the game. Everything goes nowhere. The robot, the scientist robot guy at the factory who's chill and he helps you out. At one point he talks about, Well, both of my parents died in a car crash I was in with my sister because my sister and I were fighting over candy in the back seat. And it's meant to give him some kind of like the connection to you because of whatever. Never mentioned again. It does nothing. At one point, you have to fire. One of the missions is you launching a rocket into space because the guy who owns the robot factory, his dream, type guy. Yeah, his dream is to launch a rocket to Europa. You literally go through this process where like they're driving it like in real life, where they have put the rocket on the back of one of those giant things, and it has to slowly crawl from where they built it out to the launch pad, right? Launches after everything goes. You know, got to protect the rocket from the invading robots, whatever.
Yeah,
because he doesn't have clearance to launch a rocket because the mayor said no, but then she got shot. So he's like, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. You launch this rocket to Europa. Never goes anywhere. Never mentioned again. Why do I care that we launched this rocket? I thought in my head, like, okay, we're launching the rocket to Europa. That's going to signal the aliens. It has nothing to do with it. He just launches this rocket. You then have to, later on, it turns out that the guy, the sex robot guy, has a tracker in his body. So they could have found him anytime they wanted, but they chose not to. They just thought he disappeared.
That's crazy.
But you know why they couldn't find? Because he gets kidnapped, of course. You know why they couldn't find him anytime they wanted to? Well, because the satellite that we need to track him, we never launched it. So guess what you have to do? Launch another fucking satellite. The same fucking thing. It's so crazy. All of the stuff it makes you do to further this plot, and it ends up being aliens built a ziggurat in this like weird west
town,
like desert town. It's underground. It's literally like fucking 5 miles outside the robot factory, and nobody who was here, but the military did, because the military's been investigating it for decades. And eventually, when you get in there, your Mindseye makes everything light up, and they broke through all these walls and all this stuff. And then you find like the fucking aliens are here. They've stored themselves in the pods, and then there's an orb, and you have to get the orb. Well, what's the orb do? Well, they're not going to tell you right away, but the robots really fucking want the orb. So then now you're chasing down robots and the military to get this fucking orb back. And as you do it, at some point, the military has found time to build a massive underground tunnel that must be 10 miles, 15 miles long, complete with lights and structure. When the fuck did they build this? Because it leads to the headquarters of the military, which is in the fucking town. But nobody knew about the ziggurat. It's fucking crazy. You get out of, after all of this, you get the orb, right? The robots steal the orb. Yeah. You have to literally walk behind a robot carrying this orb because it is invulnerable. It can't be stopped. But all it does is walk. You're going through like a mall, like an outdoor mall, shooting robots, killing robots, all this stuff. And I will say one of the cooler mechanics of the game is you do get like your little drone guy gets upgraded, and he can shoot like fucking rockets. And at one point, after you go through the ziggurat, he could shoot this like weird ass sun laser, which just rips through shit. It's nuts. Which so it's kind of like, it's not a bad game to play, but I was so like, what is going on at all times? You follow this robot all the way through this mall. He gets to this like open area at the end, and he uses it to open this portal.
Sure.
And you're there. The security chick who's been through hell is there. I should also mention you fly man-sized drones in this game. Like you get inside them, and that's how you get around the town sometimes. She shows up, and like everything goes wrong, and then finally, like the orb is like opening a portal, which is, I guess, to bring the rest of the interdimensional aliens through so they can eat humanity. That's what's implied. I don't know. Like maybe. Right as he's about to do it, Jacob Diaz decides to take one for the team, and you tackle him through the portal with the orb, and it closes. And then it's game over. That's it. That's
the end, end credit scene.
There's one scene after it.
Okay.
Where the security chick's standing there, and she kind of looks around, and there's all these fucking dead robots everywhere. But then one of their arms moves. Is it me? Am I the robot? We'll never find out because we're not making a sequel.
Oh,
I'm sold, man. Dude, I want this game.
You should play it just because it's so fucking weird.
How long is it? Like, how long did it?
15?
How long? Okay, and how long did it take you to platinum it?
15. You just play through the game.
Okay.
Is there like collectible or
no? There's like one or two things you have to be aware of, but other than that, it's fine. Here is the.
Is there a difficulty?
I think so. Okay. I think I died once because at one point you're escorting Elon Musk around, and the game thought I lost him, but he was standing behind me. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Here's the. I know all this has sounded like a fucking fever dream. They also make a point. Here's another plot line that goes nowhere. So they talk about his chip in his neck all the time, and how it's got data recorded in it, and you just want data. You want to know what happened to you. And it's slowly revealed, very slowly, that Elon Musk just has that fucking chip in his house. It's sitting in a box in his house.
What?
He's like, and he's like, hey, remember when you came to my house that one time? Yeah, you walked past it. It's in a case in my house. And you're like, what the fuck? I want the chip. Never addressing it.
Of course.
Even when we go back to his house. We know it's there. Yeah. We have a mission in his house. We could have taken it. We never talk about it again. It's gone. The craziest thing about this entire experience is in-game, this game probably takes place over the course of 6 days.
Damn.
Straight. You never sleep. You never eat. You never do anything. He is constantly doing the next thing.
Running and
he's a robot, so I mean.
Well, he's not a robot. He controls the robot. But you're literally like, it's constantly going from the next thing to the next thing. You get out of this room, hey, you need to do this. You get out of there, you need to do this. It's never ending, and it does have a day-night cycle. So like, I That's thought wild. In my mind, I'm like, maybe they haven't mentioned it. Maybe they haven't said like I slept or whatever. No, they make a point to say later like it's been like 5 days, and you're like, how's that possible? None of this makes any sense. Like the whole fucking game is crazy. It is a wild, wild ride of a game. Also, I forgot about this point. Because it's a weird open world game. Remember when they talked about it? They talked about like community created content, right? Yes. That was a big thing about it. And like, to be fair, they hammer that in your face when you turn the game on. You get taken to a main menu where it's actually difficult to figure out how to play the game because it's like, play all this other stuff. You're like, you don't want to do that. When you're investigating his office early on, you see this like weird like rift portal show up, and you go in it, and then you play some kind of weird ass mission where like you're just a random military dude doing something. I was like, what the fuck was that? And like it turns out those are optional, and they kind of appear. Like at one point, you go back to the house, and immediately it's like, hey, go back outside. Oh, I forgot another plot point. I got to talk about too because it's crazy. At one point, you go back to his house, and it's like, oh, you got to leave. And a rift portal thing just appears like next to you in the house. I just left. I just walked out the door and moved on. And then like later on, you can kind of see them pop up like on the side of the road or whatever as you're driving past. They're completely optional content, which like, why would I stop to do this? This makes no sense. All right, here's the other plot line. Early on, you have to find some guy's hacking something. So you're gonna find. It turns out it's a chick. Her name is Charlie. Of course it is. And again, remember I told you this gameplay takes place over the course of like 6 days? Of course you fall in love with her like fucking immediately. You don't know anything about this girl. She's like a weird hacker who bothers you all the time. Yeah. Like it's super weird. And of course, like he was like, at one point I'm pretty sure he says he loves her or she says it to him. But it doesn't matter because at one point you're on the top of a building trying to protect her from this other like guy who used to be in your squad who's like half robot now. He has like a robot arm and shit. Yeah. And he's about to kill you. Nah, dude. She runs and tackles him off the edge and she dives off the building and fucking dies. What? Awesome. Like, and then you know what the best part is? That guy didn't die. He's fine. He calls you later on your little phone. Hey man, I'm still alive. Oh then why the fuck did we even go through this? Why? But she dies. It's so fucking crazy.
Are the aliens cool looking in the game?
No.
Okay.
I was talking to my friend. My friend played it too, and he platinumed it too. So I was fortunate enough to have somebody to talk about like while this was happening. Yeah. It feels like a game where 7 people wrote it at the same time. And they were all they were all given the start point, the end point, told to write it, and they just mashed them together. And when somebody,
this idea is good, but this idea is good.
When somebody's plot ended, they pretended it never happened.
Sounds about right.
It's so weird. It's such a weird experience of a game, especially considering like how much they tried to hype it and like this is going to change all this shit.
Is this decade's Binary Domain?
I don't know.
Did you ever play Binary Domain?
I played a little bit of it.
I played Binary.
What the strangest thing I can say about Mindseye is I don't hate it. I don't think
I bought it too.
I don't think it's a terrible game. Like I have played far worse video games in my life. But the way it unfolds, like Clear Obscure was a game where I wanted to know more of the story because it was interesting. And I was like, I need to know the next thing. Mindseye was a game where like I need to know the next thing because I need to see what the hell they're going to do now.
Yeah. Well, how are they going to twist this to this?
Because it just keeps changing.
Okay.
And characters disappear. They die.
I mean,
other ones come back. It's so weird.
I mean, you've completely sold on me on playing.
Yeah, man. I'm in on it.
I
will play it.
Like it's a game people should play because again, it's not terrible, but it's such an experience of a fucking video that I can't. I don't. It's one of those games where I think I might like. It's one of I love it because of what it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's so weird.
Well, like I have the same feelings about Binary Domain. Like that's how I felt about that game when that game came out too. Like it's weird and its twist is wacky as hell.
This game
I enjoyed it.
This game is an Xbox 360 shooter made in 2025. If that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Xbox 360 went through that weird phase where it's like Binary Domain,
Dark Void,
Wet. Like it just kept getting weird shooters constantly. Mm-hmm. This feels like that, but thrown forward in time acid. 20 years.
With the story on acid.
Yeah, it's. I know you're gonna play it eventually. It's just such I can't wait to talk about it while you are like I spoiled a bunch. You'll probably forget it because the game is such a mismatch.
I was gonna say there are so many things that you shared that don't make any fucking sense. That
it doesn't matter. And I finished it.
I was gonna say it doesn't matter, but like I will crack the seal and start that.
Yeah, you should.
That's wild.
And it's always going to be cheap. That's the best part.
Oh yeah, that game was a massive colossal failure. So like it'll always be
say cheap. On Steam, they have 76 very positive recent reviews.
Yeah, because it's just a fucking wild ride.
That's wild.
So well, I mean, at this point, it's probably in the best place that it could be because they did fix the technical issues. Because remember when the game launched, it was a fucking mess.
I never experienced anything like that other than really bizarre car physics. But I think that just
seems a problem with the engine of the game. Yeah.
That's not fixable. I don't think.
No.
But yeah, man, it's crazy. I think people should play Mindseye because of what it is.
Oh, I will look at that now.
I'm almost sad that I can't experience it again, like from a new perspective. You know, sometimes you want to forget something just so you can play it again. I want to forget Mindseye so I can play it again. I would kill at this point. I would kill for a Mindseye 2 just to see what it is.
Like, what could they possibly do to be even more outlandish and fucked up?
It's just like so wild.
There's your side of that portal now. You know what I mean?
Aliens and ziggurats and mind control robot. You literally drive out to this crater at one point full of junk, and you're just like, man, these robots are acting crazy, and then you leave. And then the guy's like, that's weird. The robots are acting crazy. I'm like, yeah, they are. That's it. It's so strange.
That's crazy.
At one point, a character makes you dig your own grave. And then she leaves. And you leave.
Amazing.
Sad, man.
Oh, and then I don't think they ever explain what happens to her either, now that I think about it.
Wow. That seems par
I think
for the
she
course.
leaves, and I think that's it. Yeah. I don't think they ever talk about her again. And she's an integral character to the point of the plot. But until that point, because she works for the Musk guy, but she like betrayed him by selling this shit. And then at one point, you have to fly a bee into her house to hack her phone or some shit. Oh, to hack her contact lens, because contact lenses are phones in this game.
Oh, gosh.
At one point, they take it away from you. So you don't have it, of course, because, not punish you. And you have to kill a guy and take his. So you literally take out a dude's eye contact lens and put it in your eye. And then it immediately syncs to the cloud all your information and contacts. It's so stupid.
Oh my gosh.
It's such a dumb network. Why would that work? Even if I'm forgiving that the eye thing could be a phone, I should be able to take someone else's and put it in mine and just get all my information back. It doesn't make, if that was how it worked, then everyone would have access to everyone's eye thing at all times.
Yeah.
So stupid. It's not a fucking phone. It's a contact lens. Fuck, dude. That part. And that's after you're shooting at snipers from inside your own grave that you done.
Oh my gosh.
And then you can just tell somebody was writing and going, this is the greatest shit I've ever written in my life.
It's probably like the way you describe it. The way you describe it is the way that I read the plot points of Megan 2 before they dropped that trailer.
Which just doesn't seem to fit.
I'm just like, there's no fucking way. Because the whole time I just sat there was like, man, what kind of boardroom meeting was this where they're like, well, we could make a horror sequel, or what if we did this instead?
Like,
it's like,
I would have loved to have been in the plot pitch for this game to be like, okay, so this guy, he can control robots kind of with his mind, and robots start going crazy. And they're like, yeah, okay, I got it.
Let me tell you about these cuts.
Let me tell you about these aliens. You're like, wait a minute, hang on, dude. I thought we were doing robots. No, we're doing them both. Oh, okay.
Gosh.
So fucking weird.